much as I take motoring Middle East, and let's take a walk around of the new BMW X4, which has just gone on sale in the region. This particular car is an xDrive 35. That gives it a 3-litre inline straight 6 with a twin scroll turbo, giving it 302 brake horsepower and 295 pounds-foot of torque, which it drives all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The price for something like this is 299,000 dirhams. There is an X4 2.828, which is 275,000 dirhams, and for that you get a 4-cylinder 2-litre engine that gives you 242 horsepower. 0 to 100 in this car is 5.3 seconds. It's based on the X3, as you could probably tell, but it's sort of like a shrunken X6. In fact, it's 36 millimeters lower than the X3 and slightly longer. Let's have a look in the boot first, give you an idea of the space in here. Not too bad, and of course it's got the fold-down seats. The hatchback lower sloping roof, of course, encroaches a little bit on the luggage space, but it's not too bad. It's like a big old hatchback, really. And how about space in the rear? Has that suffered? Well, not really, not too much. And in fact, they've gone to the effort of making the rear seats 28 millimeter lower. And again, I can sit in there without too much effort, too much problems, and still have a decent amount of headroom. It's quite comfortable, quite plush. Similarly, the front seats have also been lowered by 20 millimeters, and that, along with the lowered ride height, let's get in here, does make a fundamental difference to the nature of this car. So here we are inside the X3. As you can see, it's all pretty straightforward, very familiar to anyone that owns a BMW. You've got your stalk here with the trip computer, and of course you can cycle through. Get a compass there, liters per 100. That's the date. That's useful, isn't it? There you go. It's got, as you can see from these buttons here, it's got lane keeping assist, so it gives you a little vibration on the steering anytime you start to leave your lane or wander out of it, which you can turn off if you go through the system. It has the BMW automatic stick, which you can have in manual mode as well. Camera feature, which is quite useful, comes up on the screen here. That's giving me a front camera. For reversing, if I put this into reverse gear, it's quite cool because you not only get an all-around radar, but you also get this 360-degree camera, which allows you to place the car exactly. In addition, you have the sort of radar all around the car, and we'll show you that. I'll put it into drive. Will it show you that? No, it won't show me that at the moment. In the meantime, I'll show you here, it's got an eco mode, which you can turn the engine on and off, which it does stop start anyway, but again you can disable that if you want to. And it's got comfort mode if left to its normal devices, and sport plus, and I'll show you again up here. So hopefully, I need to get rid of this screen, but it will show you here. So you've got Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. I want to show you on this screen, so perhaps if I drive forward just a little bit, it may just change that. Just choosing not to do so. Well, thanks a lot for that. There we go, at last. We've got it to change. So we'll press the P button to put it back into park. I find these gearboxes really annoying. I really struggle to get them into the right gear when I wanted to. I don't know if the rest of you share my frustration with the box, but anyway, there's the usual screen control there. We'll come back to that in a minute, because I wanted to show you this thing up here. That's the sat nav. Now if I press this button here, it shows you that it's got all of the front end collision warnings and radar sort of stuff all around it, so that's quite handy. And then that's all on, and then that's just with the front end, but then the rest off. So that's quite handy. So, and again, the modes, if I can get it to work now, which I can't again. Here we go, comfort, and that's comfort, that's sport. It gives you dynamic driving. Press it again and it gives you, come on, press it again. God, you're really not playing with me today, are you? Okay, well I'll come back to that in a minute. And then here you have the buttons. Now interesting that from this point angle, if you notice, the nav button is always the hardest to find. You always have to look over to find it. But press menu and you get your normal scroll through all the things. Media, you can Bluetooth or all the rest of it. Of course, you've got over here in the center cubby box a little compartment. Obviously underneath here you've got your aux and your USB cable. You can see my cable is already connected in here. But in here, of course, you can add your smartphone and you can download some apps, BMW apps, which makes you do all sorts of clever things. Let's see if that will give me the Sport Plus mode now. There you go, Sport Plus, dynamic driving with limited driving stabilization. Seeing we're on a dirt track at the moment, I think I'll put it back into comfort. So there you have it. That's pretty much familiar to anybody that's got a BMW. What do I think of the car? It's funny because the X3 is kind of a mumsy sort of vehicle. But this car, just by lowering it, and I think they've stiffened up the suspension, they've lowered the front seats, the attitude of the car has just changed. It suddenly has taken on a more masculine, more sporty dimension to its character, and it's all the better for it. I actually have to say I didn't want to like the car, but really there isn't anything to not like about it. It's actually a very good car. The only bit at which you would hesitate, of course, is the price, but it is what it is. Full review on motoringme.com.